Hi, it's me, Ro, author of Speaking from Spirit. And here is your 2020 energy alert for January. So happy and healthy new year to everyone. We are already starting this month with a lot of energy to get things done. It's also the start of a new decade, and we're going to pull a card on that and see what that message might be. We have a couple of eclipses that happen at the end of December, and that will be happening in the very beginning of January. So eclipses intensify everything and can create very unexpected change. So it might feel like Kali Ma visited your house and blew it up. But remember that even if change sometimes seems unsettling or is unexpected, everything is always a setup for something brand new. And that maybe this is going to open up a new part of your destiny or potential in some way. If you watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, you know exactly what I mean. It's kind of be like that kind of change. Like where she thought her direction was one way, and then something came and put her in a completely other direction. Of course, some changes are planned, like you might have decided to start a new job or plan on starting a family or to move. And all change, though, requires some kind of acclimation period or settling in period. So no matter what the change is, unexpected or expected, again, this is all a setup for our future and for creating more structure, security, stability, and groundedness in our lives. That's what this year is. It's a 4-year, and it's all about the foundation. So again, it's the start of a new decade. So look back on, what might have been happening 10 years ago. 2010. Where were you? Okay? What was going on in your life in 2010? How have you grown in this decade? What transpired? Who's in your life? Who's out of your life? What does your work look like? Your finances? Look back at how you were thinking about life at that time, or how you viewed some things. Have you grown in consciousness? Have you evolved in that way? Have you become more self-aware? Have you grown emotionally? What have you learned over the past decade? Hopefully you're not doing like the same story you were doing then, like a bad Groundhog's Day. Hopefully there's been a lot of change and growth. And then look at what you want to carry forward into this decade, this next decade till 2030. I can't even believe I said that. And what you want to create next, or what you would like this decade to be about. I know that one intention I want everybody to make is that to make your life easier. We've all been told that life is hard, and at times, absolutely, this is true. We go through harder times than others. But, when we hold the thought that life is hard, then it just keeps manifesting itself all over the place. So I want you to set your intention now, and it would go like this. I intend to make all areas of my life easier. I intend to experience ease in every area of my life. It's okay for me to experience ease in all areas of my life. And when I say this, I mean easy. Ease in all of your relationships, in your health, and the way you relate to your body and your self-care. Ease with finances, as in like saving and spending and bill paying and how you make your money. Ease with your work and your schedule and your work-life balance. So again, repeat after me. Life is easy. My life is easy. All right, so we've said it, and so it is. 2020 is a 4 global year, and the 4 resonates with planning and managing and structure and security and practicality, and it's very systemic. You have to do things in order. It is a year to really focus on your health and your body. And we will feel a great need to get things in order. I know that's already started for me. And even the most disorganized of us are going to find ways to get organized, even if we have to get outside help on that. There will be a great focus on getting what I call earth settled. And what I mean is like landing a good secure job, or creating stability and structure in your work if you're self-employed. Steadiness with that. Also, the emphasis will be on saving and investing for the future, insurance, creating financial security through building income or residual income of some way, or by investing, maybe even buying a home, settling down, building equity, maybe even starting a family, like really rooting. On a spiritual level, the focus will be on knowing your own mind and becoming more and more grounded to self, becoming more self-aware, grounding to your truths or your beliefs, increasing your connection to your divinity or divine nature or light, buckling down and studying higher concepts. That's going to be a big theme the next 10 years, and moving more into higher consciousness. And if your life has been egocentric and filled with chaos and struggles and pain and drama, well, this year is going to be the year to really sort all that mess out and to make an action plan to move beyond it all. So you may be working the 4 energy by going back into your life and your roots, and kind of looking at your childhood and family issues and ancestral dynamics and old traumas and, whatever. It's going to be a great year for psychotherapy, that's for sure. And there'll be a great opportunity to get to the root of our problems or our issues, so to speak. And so that way we can move forward, we can move beyond them. And I already see this being the core of my work this year, the regression work that I do, not just past life regression, I mean regression into the root of something. I really feel like that is going to be more of the work I do, or the spiritual mentoring that I have been doing the past 2 years is really about, looking at what's going on and seeing it from a deeper level. It is a year of responsibility and taking responsibility for our life and our choices and our actions and our words, and for all that we have experienced and created, whether we did that intentionally or unintentionally. It is a year to take things, step by step, and not to skip steps, not to jump ahead on anything. You have to go in order. You have to complete one thing before you can go to another. Everything will need to be done methodically too, so you cannot hang curtains until you put the windows in, kind of thing. It's a great year for holistic healing and for doing a lot of preventative care for the body. It's a big theme is going to be about the body and the body care, and what we put in it and how we treat it. So January, though, going back to this month, is a lot about change and about new direction or something new starting. And this is going to propel us into a direction maybe we planned, maybe we didn't, but it's going to really have long-lasting effects. This is also a good month for travel. So if you're going away, or maybe there's some unexpected trip coming up, it's a great month, January, this month, for networking and using social media to make connections and contacts and friends, new friends maybe. And if you're self-employed, it's a great month to promote your services and your business. And again, social media, use that outlet. It's a good month to communicate and make good connections just in general. So whether they're for business or pleasure, it's just a good month for communication and connections. It's a great month for sales this month. For business in general, it's an awesome month to set a foundation for your financial success for the whole year. So you could really do a lot of things that really kind of tell what it's going to look like as your bottom line for the year. Also, schedule your checkups, get your preventative care, visit your dentist and get your teeth cleaned and checked, have your bone density done, because 4 really resonates with the structures of us, which is teeth and bones, and look to see what, if there is any cracks in those foundations, what that might be wanting to tell you. Start the year right by getting everything checked out and tuned up. That would be a very good use of your January time. So I'm going to be discussing a lot more of this about 2020 in general on my online class on January 6th. What's in store for 2020, a 4 global year of creating the life you want to live, setting the foundation for the life you want to live. And I'm also going to be doing my annual Super Soul classes where we discuss in depth what you personally can expect for 2020 and how to best work with the energy. I have 3 class dates for that. The 18th, the 25th, and actually one in February on the 8th. 3 different locations too. You can go to my website for more information on all of that, or to sign up for any of those classes. My website is www.rosemarierubinetticapiello.com. My whole long name. Or also under speakingfromspirit.com. So I am really looking forward to this year and all this decade will be bringing. I know that as we each create a more stable and secure life, we hold the space for everyone in the collective to do so as well. So I'm going to pull a card now for this year and then one for the decade. And I'm going to pull them from the Ascended Masters deck here from Doreen Virtue. I just felt like this was the deck calling for this. So the first card is going to be the theme for, in general, for everybody, for 2020. Oh boy, we need him. Open your heart to love. And it's Jesus. And boy, he's been really trying for 2,000 or more years now to get us all to get along and recognize each other as one, or as the same, or as brothers and sisters. And as we close out this year, and there's been so much animosity towards diversity, I think that this is totally appropriate, and I'm so glad that he will be mentoring all of us through this year. And again, this is not about religion. He's not converting anybody. He's the energy behind love. So everything you desire and every prayer that you seek comes as a result of opening your heart to both sending and receiving love. Now that's important because giving love sometimes is easier for us than receiving love. And I want you to remember to accept all forms of love that come to you, whether that's in a compliment, whether that is in an act of kindness, whether that is in you just giving yourself a little bit more time to do things. That's self-love. Whether that is in somebody just being true to you, friend, co-worker, neighbor, or lover. So this card is about making soulmate relationships, and that doesn't mean with just romantic partners. It means recognizing that everybody that you live on this planet with is your soulmate. You are the same soul in a lot of ways, in divinity ways, and recognizing that and knowing that who you see in another form is you too, and embracing that. So this is going to be, wow, I'm hoping this is really a year for healing with this. This card also can mean that forgive those that have hurt you. And this doesn't mean give them a free pass for whatever was done, but just to understand that maybe they didn't know any better. Maybe they couldn't do any better, and letting it go. It's a big card about self-love too, about loving yourself. And again, loving yourself isn't a manicure or treating yourself to a new wardrobe. It is about showing kindness to yourself in your thoughts and your words, in setting good boundaries, in honoring yourself, and as well as honoring other people, not just letting go of your own needs for everybody else. Those are self-love practices. Now, okay, cards, so the theme for the decade, what do you want us to know about this next 10 years? Who is going to speak to us? Ooh, alrighty. So, the spiritual law of attraction, Mezhelchak. Okay, so he is, he's a pretty powerful archangel. All right, hold on. Well, the spiritual laws of attraction are whatever we are, we attract to us as well. So if we're love, we attract love. If we're any of the fear things, we attract that too. The situation you're inquiring about comes to you via the spiritual law of attraction. Okay, so basically what this is saying, like attracts like. So if you don't like the situations in your life, or you don't like the people in your life, then you want to look at where you're resonating, and you want to change that so that you attract from a higher place, that you attract people that would be on that same page with you. This card says you can change or heal any situation by alleviating your thoughts, elevating your thoughts to a higher, more positive level. Your prayers and affirmations will attract wonderful new situations into your life. Okay? So you want to watch what you're thinking. So if you go, oh, it's a miserable day, or it's, the world is hard, or the economy's never going to change, or government, blah, 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 whatever, that's what you're going to attract to you. More that will mirror that. When you go, no, my life is pretty good, it's very easy, everything is fluid and solid, it flows to me. They sound like just words, but they actually elevate your vibration. Now, Mezhelchak was a Canaanite priest and teacher of Abraham. He's associated with Archangel Michael and Jesus. Oh, good. We got some big guns with us this year. And he is reputed to be Noah's descendant and a great spiritual master of alchemy and sacred geometry. Call upon him for mastering manifestation and to understand higher wisdom or higher consciousness. So I gather he means we're going to finally elevate out of just our human minds and hopefully out of our lower collective conscious thinking and go to higher conscious thinking and anchor that in. That'd be nice over the next 10 years. That'd be nice. So, okay, listen. It's me, Ro. And I am looking very forward to seeing you in 2020 and beyond. So I'm signing out now. I will be talking to you again in February. Right now, it's just me wishing you peace.